welcome to the podcast. As always, you'll hear of me, Jake, from Harlow Town Fans TV, otherwise known as Foghorn. Now, first of all, I'd like to say thanks to the sponsors that I now have of DCDevelopment Coaching. That's owned by Dean Cox, former Leyton Orient, Crawley and Brighton player, current Eastbourne player. M&M Football Academy, which is owned by Sammy Moore and Jack Midson, both playing and managing for Concord Rangers. And LMV Fitness, which is owned by Lawrence Thorne, Harlow Town player. Now, if you would like some merchandise, please do get some. You'll see that other people are wearing it throughout this video. Please get some from the link. It really does help me out. Now, the way we're going to go in today is we're going to start off with the scores as always, and then we're going to go into the content that's been sent in. There'll be 3 different sectors. First of all, you'll have Johnny Drummond and his friends from the Billingham Town Bertley game with a couple of highlights in there. Then you have Chris from the Blue Army Ultras of Wingate and Finchley talking about how they got on at the weekend. And then the one you've all been waiting for, it's an absolute honour and privilege to be featuring him on our show. It is James Beardwell, the Witham Town superfan.
Subscribers at Podcast. We're here to support Billingham Town in the Billingham Town verse.
Up the town! Get in! Get in!
Come on!
Love him. Get in there! Get in! Get in there! This is Johnny reporting for the Fogcast. Just finished Billingham Town 4, Bertley 0. Town were absolutely fantastic. Cut through Bertley without any mercy. The only thing is, the Bertley goalie was probably man of the match. So we're just into the chip shop now. Going to celebrate with some celebratory curry and chips. Up the town.
Guys, it's Chris from Blue Army Ultras, and on Saturday we played against Chippenham in the FA Trophy. Chippenham are in the league above, so yeah, be a hard game. But yeah, we second minute in, or maybe fourth, I'm not even sure. It felt like 1 or 2 minutes. They got a Chippenham got a goal. It was like a counter attack. That's how we've been quite error prone in that kind of on the break, and then they capitalised on that. But after that, they were quite sloppy. They had a couple of chances in the first half. We had about 1 or 2 chances, but to be fair, the first half was just quite a possessive game. Second half, we stuck to our game plan and decided to counter the ball. It eventually paid off, where in the 60th minute, I think, Charlie Cole hit one in the back of a net for us. He's been a good goal scorer since he joined us from Takeley in the Essex Senior League. He broke Dwight Gale's record of 59 goals in that league, and he got 59 goals, but it broke Dwight's record. But yeah, we apart from that, a couple more counters and 1 or 2 corners for us. Chippenham had some chances, but our defence actually played decent for one day. Deep into injury time, Lewis Putman was playing. He got subbed on back from injury.
Hello Jake, I'm a Witham Town supporter. I have a few things to say on the podcast about my team Witham Town. We are having a really difficult league season at the moment. We're due to have younger players in the team, but unfortunately I didn't go to the game away at Felixstowe and Walton due to my health reasons, but I kept in touch with the Witham Town score, and I just checked it on the full-time score, and Witham Town drew 2-2, and that was a great result for my team, Witham Town, and I think this is a turning point for my team, Witham Town, after that fantastic 2-2 draw away at Felixstowe and Walton. But like I said, I didn't go to the game, but I kept in touch with the scores though. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased with a Witham Town 2-2 draw. But overall this season in the league, it has been tough. It's been really, really difficult. Because like I said, we got younger players in the Witham Town team. And there has been slightly a few negatives from the supporters' point of view, which is me. And we just got to keep the positivity going with the support, because I think the Witham Town Football Club deserves more of its support. And we just had to keep things going. But I know there's been a few negatives going on, and I do have things I said I shouldn't have said because it was due to heat at the moment. And I didn't mean to say that. It's due to heat at the moment. It's just part of the frustration when Witham Town going through a very, very bad patch in the league this season. We're currently bottom of the league, and people have to accept my opinion and I accept theirs. They're entitled to each other's opinions because I care about my club, Witham Town, and I really hope that Witham Town stay up this season. I'd like to ask everyone to like, share and subscribe on the Harlow Town FC TV channel, and also on the podcast, and also onto my YouTube channel of James Beardwell, and also follow me on my Twitter page of @undateables_JB, and also on my Instagram page of James Beardwell, and my Facebook page, James Beardwell. Thank you for your support, and I'll keep my Witham Town support going.
Well, they were the scores for the weekend. 2 weeks in a row that Harlow Town and Leyton Orient have both won. What a perfect weekend. Just a shame my Sunday League team didn't win, otherwise that would have been a very, very good weekend. Now, thanks for Johnny, Chris and James Beardwell for sending stuff in for the podcast. We do have a couple of people that will be sending stuff in the future as well, as and when they can. Now, looking into the news side of it this week, Jim McFarlane, AFC Hornchurch manager, has stepped down after 10 years in charge. What an achievement for Jim McFarlane, 10 years at any club, and I think it's fair to say that Hornchurch didn't want him to go. But all the best to Jim McFarlane on that. Now, in terms of I believe I spoke about this a couple of weeks ago about managers getting sacked via text. Obviously, Jim McFarlane left, but Gary Alexander, of course, former Leyton Orient and Millwall player, got let go from, I believe it's Ashford United, by text. Which, should people be doing that? Would you like it if your boss texted you in your normal job saying that you're fired? I don't think that's professional. It also happened to Joe Keefe, ex-Tilbury manager as well. Now, I was looking for talking points. Obviously, by all means, please send me in talking points. It gives me more structure to this show. I do go off on a tangent as well, but it's nice to have some structure as well. So if you have anything you want me to talk about next week, please send this in and I will discuss it. But Twitter's a great place for finding things, some good, some bad. And in this particular instance, Concord Rangers hosted Wealdstone in the FA Trophy. I believe Wealdstone won that 3-2, but you'll be able to see that in the scores. Now, you're going to see a photo in a minute, followed by a couple of tweets. Now, the photo is of the Concord Rangers away dressing room and how that was left from the Wealdstone Wealdstone team. Do you think people should be tidying up away dressing rooms? Personally, I think you wouldn't like it if they did it to your dressing room, so why do it to theirs? And you'll see a couple of tweets from Dean Cox, amongst others. Now, like I say, although I've got more of a plan to this is kind of live in the respect of all the bits that I do are done right now. So I'm going to put the tweets up. I'm going to try and record a voice over the tweets. If not, you all know how to read and you can read the tweets from there. So next thing you'll see is the picture and the tweets, and then you're back to me. Well, that was Dean Cox, Neil Day, Billy Coves and Matthew Hanning's thoughts on the matter. Managers of Epping, assistant manager of Woodford and manager of Enfield 1893 respectively. And of course, Dean Cox, current Eastbourne player, like I mentioned earlier on in the video. Now, in terms of this week, midweek football, I don't believe I am going into any. I've got work tonight, but so that rules any games out tonight. And I quite like to Woodford Town game tomorrow because of personal reasons, but happy personal reasons for a change rather than sad personal reasons. Now, before I top off the show, I just want to say thanks again for all your support. And thank you for everybody that does tune in and watch this. I have made this less of me talking today and more content from other people. I do like to put more content in. Don't believe me, it actually takes longer for me to do a show with 50% content than actually 95% of me talking, because me talking, I just can talk like this. And with the content, I have to put it all together and edit it together and stuff like that. Now, in terms of talking points, I think just everything I need to discuss really, other than Harlow Town. And as you can see, I do record this as if this is a bit live. I don't really have a script other than what I'm going to talk about, kind of. The rest of it is off cuff. Now, Harlow Town play Potters Bar away. If you haven't seen the vlog, do go and check it over. I won't be putting any highlights in this vlog because we've got a lot of content today. 2-1 winners. Harlow took the lead in the 8th minute through a corner whipped in. and headed in by JJ de Cruz. Andrew Lomas equalised on the 20th minute for Potter's Bar. And then in the 93rd minute, after attack by Harlow, and then attack by Potter's Bar, Christian Scales managed to beat the right back and put the ball in the back of the net for Harlow's 6th point in 2 weeks. Now, going on to that, Tonbridge Angels lost again. What is going on with Tonbridge Angels? I watched some of the Tonbridge TV, like their club's official TV with their manager, and I believe it's fair to say their manager will be getting rid of some people and bringing some people in. Who that is, I do not know. Going back, I didn't even finish what I said, so I do apologise. It is very early in the morning and I was up late editing the bits that go into this. Saturday will be the only game I am attending, which will be Harlow Town versus Bognor Regis, in a game where if we win, we can really start climbing up the table. We're in dizzy heights of 19th. And I'm proud of the boys, to be fair. What was nice is I had a bit of banter with Taylor Hastings, one of our defenders, about it. Didn't rib him, but I said, only criticism was their goal, it was sloppy defending. But it was nice to actually go in a game and go, that is the only criticism. And of course, Josh Spexham, fair play, we didn't know, well, he got injured in the game, but we didn't know that he was injured during the game, or before the game either. So fair play to him for stepping up to the plate. Now, as always, thank you for watching. I know I said that earlier on and I went off on a bit of a tangent. I do apologise. But thank you all for watching. Thanks for the support. Thanks for everyone that will be sending stuff in. Thanks again to my sponsors. Thanks again for the people that have sent stuff in. And anything else you want me to add on, let me know for next week. And of course, put in the comments what you think of a dressing room, how a dressing room should be left from the away team. Now, we're coming to the end of the show, and I would like to dedicate this show to 2 people today. First of all, Kevin Austin, who sadly lost his battle with cancer. Kevin played for multiple clubs, but a club close to my heart, Leyton Orient, he made over 100 appearances for, and 100 appearances for Swansea. Born in England, but 7 caps for his native country of Trinidad and Tobago as well. I know this will affect a lot of people within the non-league community, so the show's dedicated to him. Now, the show's also dedicated to someone that unfortunately I can't get a picture of because I can't find one, so I can't end the show on that picture. But Ross Weir, he's one of the Woodford Town coaches. I've made very good friends with him. His grandfather passed away last week. He also happens to be former Arsenal players Justin and Gavin Hoyt's grandfather. So I would like to dedicate the show to him as well. And on that note, I don't believe it would be appropriate to add anything else into this show. Other than thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.